I kind of wanted to do a YouTube video on this because I think that organizing my thoughts here would make the conversation a little bit more productive, but we'll try to keep things somewhat organized as we go. So I think that there are 4 groups of people here that are probably worth talking about. We have the Booby streamers. We have the Booby streamer supporters, or the people that like women. We have the Booby streamer haters, or the R-incel / Trainwrecks crowd. And then we have Twitch. So there's actually only like one party that's like super fucked here. That's like absolutely 100% has no defense of itself and is just totally in the wrong. And surprisingly, or maybe not so surprisingly, the problem is actually just entirely Twitch's problem. It's just 100% Twitch's problem. So what we have right now at Twitch, I guess, or it seems to me that for some reason Twitch won't address this, what we have right now is a crisis of culture, right? Where what we don't actually know is, what is the site supposed to be used for? What is expected on the site? What is Twitch, right? That's kind of the problem. So I guess this is really frustrating for me. If you go to a LAN, let's say that somebody advertises a LAN center to you, okay? Man, I want to talk so much about all these groups, okay? Let's say that somebody offers a LAN center, right? Somebody's like, hey, by the way, if you go to this place, there's a LAN center. And you go there, and you walk inside, and you see in one corner, people are playing Call of Duty. In another corner, people are playing StarCraft. In another corner, people are playing League of Legends. And then in another corner, there's a bunch of girls that are, like, looking at their screens, and they have massive boobies going on. And like every sub they get, and they do squats or whatever, and the appeal of the streams is all sexual. It's kind of weird, and you're not really expecting that to be there. Now, you can be a sex-positive person that approves of cam girls and pornography and sex work and all of that in general, and you can still be a little bit irritated that it's there. When you show up to the LAN center, you kind of expect to go there to play games, you know? It just doesn't jive with what you expected there to be there, right? Hold on, we should change to our meme overlay, I guess. The problem that we have is that Twitch, for whatever reason, refuses to define their culture or give people any clear guidelines about what it is Twitch is supposed to be about. And again, this is a problem with Twitch not just giving people a clear guideline of what their culture is supposed to be. So, there was a reason I didn't come to this view. I guess I don't need to. If you go to, this is a talk that I've had before on stream, okay? But I'll kind of give this. This is kind of like a customer service basic, first principles discussion, okay? Very, very, very basic, very important thing to understand. Maybe the most important thing to understand about customer service, okay? If you have a friend and you go to McDonald's and somebody buys a $1 double cheeseburger. I don't know if they still sell double cheeseburgers right now. Let's say you buy a $1 double cheeseburger and they eat it, okay? They can be happy, right? Let's say that somebody goes to a really nice steakhouse and they order a steak and they eat it and they're really happy, right? How is that possible? How can you live in a world where somebody can be simultaneously happy with purchasing a cheeseburger and eating it and thinking that's good, but then also purchasing a steak and eating that and thinking that's good from a really nice steakhouse, right? How can these two things exist, right? The steak is way better than the cheeseburger. Why would you ever eat a cheeseburger when you could just eat steaks all the time, right? It doesn't really make sense, right? But it does make sense, right? So the idea is, in customer service, there's this really important concept known as managing the customer's expectation, okay? If you go to McDonald's, or if you go to Burger King, or if you go to Wendy's and you purchase a cheeseburger or some chicken nuggets or some French fries, you know exactly what you're getting. You go there, you buy the cheeseburger, you buy a French fry, you get exactly what you're expecting. Hopefully the food is hot, it's not fucked up, and you eat it and you're happy. If you go to a steakhouse, you pay for a steak and you get a cheeseburger, you're fucking upset, right? You're not upset because the cheeseburger is bad, right? This is one of the most important things to understand about customer service. The customer is never upset because what you delivered was bad. bad or wasn't good. The customer is upset because you failed to meet an expectation, right? This is where disappointment exists in the mind of a customer. Disappointment exists because of the gap that's created between what you deliver and what they expected you to deliver. So one of your most important parts of customer service is to manage the customer expectation. This is true across everything. Everything that you deal with. We can extend the same for haircuts, right? If you go to the barber or we'll say you're a girl or a guy or whatever, and you're like, hey, I want you to give me the sexiest fucking haircut ever. I want to look like Brad Pitt when you finish. It's going to be the sickest thing ever. Oh my God, I'm going to be a pussy magnet, right? If they give you, like, the same barber can do one of two things. You can say, I'm going to totally do that and you're fine. Or the barber can say, that's not possible. You're never going to look like Brad Pitt, but I'll do the best I can and you'll be happy with it because that's what I do, right? The same barber can give the exact same haircut, okay, to two different people, and one person will be majorly upset and the other person will be okay with it. Why? Even though he delivered the same product. The reason is because the other customer had a much higher expectation fostered that was cause for disappointment, right? So the problem that people have right now with Twitch is that we just don't really know what the fuck the site is supposed to be about at the moment. Now, I'm being very careful with my words because there are a lot of fucking idiots involved in this conversation. People like train wrecks, people like whoever the fuck, okay? This is not a conversation about whether or not if you're a cam girl, you're a whore, or whatever fucking autistic stupid shit that conversation is about, okay? It's also not a conversation on whether misogyny or women's rights or any of that shit, okay? That's not what the conversation is about, or should be about. All of these things are really fucking stupid red herrings, okay? Now, is there a lot of misogyny that exists in these conversations? Abso-fucking-lutely. And there are a large share of streamers that can take the blame for that, for being woman-hating fucking pieces of shit. Whether or not you agree or disagree, that's just a fucking fact, okay? There is no reason to be as obsessive and upset about some people doing what they do on Twitch unless you legitimately fucking hate women. And I know that is a fact. I know that to be true. There's just no reason to get so upset about it. If you go to an IRL stream, like, this is sometimes, like, this is a reasonable person's reaction, okay? So let's say that I go to Twitch TV, I look at the IRL section, okay? And I see oh, Pink Sparkles is doing a booby stream, right? Maybe I click it because morbid curiosity, and I go, it's like, oh, okay, well, I see she's got her leg up and her boobs out, like, geez, that's pretty fucking bad, right? How stupid. Whatever. And then I click out, okay? This is a reasonable person's reaction to viewing content that they're not forced to watch, okay? That they don't agree with. If you go to Pink Sparkle's stream, you see their legs out, it's like, I'm gonna take a fucking screenshot, I'm gonna go to fucking 4chan, I'm gonna go to fucking Reddit, I'm gonna go to my Discord group, I'm gonna fucking post this everywhere. This stupid fucking cunt is never gonna post on Twitch again when I'm done with her. I fucking hate, I hate her, and I hope she fucking dies. Like, this is not a normal reaction to content that you find offensive, okay? If this is your default reaction, then I suggest that you take a really deep breath, step away from the fucking computer and realize that something is wrong with you, okay? Watching something like that you're not forced to watch should not have this kind of visceral reaction on you. So when I see like the live stream fail threads that are going up where people are going fucking crazy about booby streamers and shit, it's obvious, okay, there's a problem here with people that fucking hate women for whatever reason. And maybe because you're guys who are fucking playing video games, you've never talked to a woman before. I understand it could be scary. Maybe a lot of women have shit on you because maybe you don't know how to shower or shave or whatever, and so people don't like to be near you because you smell bad or whatever. It's all cool. You know, there's Ian Changs in the world, and you know it happens. But take a deep breath, okay? Take a deep breath. Realize that if you're getting insanely fucking upset about booby streamers on Twitch, the problem is probably you. Chill the fuck out. There's no fucking reason to be shitting on all of them. There's no reason to be shitting on cam girls in general, okay? Especially because 99% of the guys that make fun of those girls load up fucking Pornhub and masturbate immediately fucking after. Don't be a huge hypocrite. Do not be that stupid fucking piece of shit that will on one hand shit talk cam girls relentlessly, and then on the next hand go and fucking jerk it to fucking, you know, cam girls because you're never gonna get a girlfriend, okay? Don't do this shit. Don't be that person, okay? Firstly, all right? Secondly, there is a culture problem at Twitch. What the fuck is IRL? And what does IRL have to do with gaming? It's just a totally different, bizarre thing. It is possible to be critical of people that are literally selling sex, which a lot of these booby streamers do, okay? And that's it. That's totally valid to be critical of that. Just because somebody is critical of that doesn't necessarily make them misogynistic, doesn't necessarily mean they hate sex workers, doesn't necessarily mean they hate women. It is entirely possible to be highly critical of the sale of sex on Twitch, okay, without being somebody that hates women. So it's important to simultaneously acknowledge that as well, all right? The problem is that we just have no fucking idea what the fuck the expectation is at Twitch, and the constant double standards, apparent double standards that seem to exist when it comes to when it comes to enforcing these rules. It's just not it's just really fucking confusing, you know? Like, and I've had strong stances on booby streamers in the past, you know? If you play games and you look hot as fuck, that's fine, dude. If I was a girl and I had big boobs and I played games, you better fucking believe that I'm gonna be hardcore fucking booby streaming, dude. I'm gonna have t-shirts with no fucking bra on. I'm gonna have my biggest push-up fucking bra. You're gonna see my boobs every fucking stream because I will do whatever I can to get feet in the door, okay? That's why I joke every stream. That's why I call people autistic. That's why I have funny insults and I think of clever and creative ways for people to commit suicide. I do this because I'm trying to sell my stream too. You better fucking believe it. With that kind of stuff, I am totally fucking okay with that because this is a hustle, okay? You're self-employed. Nobody's going to help you stream. Well, unless you've got friends on Twitch, maybe. Nobody's really going to help you, okay? No, you're looking out for yourself. It's your own stream and you're self-employed. Nobody's cutting you a paycheck unless you're working for it. So yeah, you do your hustle, you get paid, okay? However, if there is a stream on Twitch and you're literally like selling access to your Snapchat on Twitch, this is a sex stream now, okay? There are subreddits for this. I'm pretty sure there are subreddits to sell clothing. You can go to, I think, Sex Sells or Sell Sex or whatever is a subreddit. You can go there and have people pay you for whatever fucking shit they offer there. There's the cam websites where you can go to. There are sites that exist for content like this. Twitch is not that site. You probably shouldn't be selling access to things like Snapchat on Twitch because it's just not the type of culture that was supposed to exist on Twitch. Now, notice how I keep saying it's not the type of culture that should be, right? Notice I keep saying these things. That's not necessarily how it is. The problem is that everything that we're talking about right now is an extreme hypothetical because Twitch refuses to define the culture of their platform. And this just is horrible. Why? Why can't Twitch just come out and make a statement and say, hey, this is like, if Twitch does this, then we bury the axe in this issue and we never talk about it again, okay? Twitch comes out and Twitch says, hey, we're just letting you guys know, we like IRL streams. If girls want to fucking work out or squat or sell Snapchat or whatever, that's what IRL is for. We created that section to give these people an outlet to express their creativity and do whatever content they want, and you're just going to have to deal with it because that's what that section exists for, right? If they put out a statement like that, then fine. People on our live stream fail will post the threads, they'll get mad, and then people will link to the TOS and go, hey, this is what they do at Twitch. Get over it. And I wouldn't complain about it, right? Okay, well, fine, fuck it. If that's how Twitch wants to define their community, sure. At that point, people can decide, do you want to be affiliated with it? Would you rather go to YouTube Gaming? That's cool. You can do whatever you want, okay? Now, if Twitch makes the opposite statement, right, the contrapositive or whatever, right, if Twitch makes the an opposing statement and says, hey, you know, Twitch is a platform primarily about gaming. We have the IRL section there for gamers to occasionally hang out in, but you're not really supposed to be like an IRL streamer. And the whole insanely sexually charged streams where sex is the primary selling point, like Pink Sparkles or ST Peach or the Amaranth Girl or whatever, these really aren't appropriate things for Twitch. Then you have to ban those streams, or you have to at least communicate with your partners there that, hey, if you guys want to be on Twitch, you have to be involved in some sort of gaming culture, because this is just not what our site is about. The fact that Twitch tries to like have their cake and eat it too, they're the ones that should take the blame for the woman hating and everything here. And I know that sounds like a really extreme statement, but if you're a woman and people are screaming at you because you're booby streaming or whatever, that's because the people are coming to Twitch and they don't expect to see somebody like you here. Nobody messages the Pornhub site admins and says, there is a girl here that does a live stream and her tits are out. Nobody does it. Why? Because when you go to Pornhub, that's the kind of content that you expect. Nobody goes to my free cams and say, this chick has literally 7 fucking Sharpies in her asshole right now. This is ridiculous. Because when you go to my free cams or Chatterbait, that's what you expect to find. Okay? People go to threads or streams with booby streamers, they see them and they spam reports or they get upset because they think that Twitch is supposed to be a website for gaming and gaming related content, right? This is how the site is supposed to work. So when people are harassing these girls or getting hella fucking pissed, a lot of it is your fault. It's Twitch's fault, because you will not define what your platform is supposed to be about. I don't work professionally in customer service, but I feel like this is very obvious. So I have to make either one of two assumptions. Either one, the people that run PR at Twitch are fucking retarded, and I say that very meaningfully. Like, I legitimately think you are fucking retarded. Or two, there's something else that is going on behind the scenes where you think that you can keep skirting the issue. So I think that it does well to call Twitch out on this, because Twitch is not only responsible for the upsetting of people that use their site for the user experience. I think that a large amount of the harassment that exists on Twitch is partially due to their actions. Because when you sit here and you add that sexual content can't be explicit in your terms of service, okay, but then you allow streams to exist that are very clearly sexual in nature on your stream, what do you possibly expect to happen on your service? What do you expect to happen to people that come on and stream that kind of content? They're going to get harassed. That's very obvious. It's very obvious. Anybody with half a brain could look at that situation and go, hey, you know, we're kind of setting ourselves up for a shitstorm here. We have women that are coming onto our platform, are streaming pretty sexually explicit material. We've added to our TOS that they're not allowed to do that, and we kind of sort of ban people for it sometimes. We'll just let it, we'll see what happens. How could you possibly act surprised when users of your platform, customers of your platform, are starting to come under fire for seemingly contradicting your own TOS? It's just really, really, really shitty. I don't know why Twitch doesn't just come out with a very clear statement and say, hey, this is what our platform is about. If Twitch does that, everything is solved. I just don't know why Twitch doesn't do that. Do you think that Pink Sparkles is being overly sexual as stated in the terms of service? Absolutely. If you don't consider Pink Sparkles stream to be sexually explicit, then you're either being intellectually dishonest or you're a fucking idiot. I don't know how to communicate with those people. So the question is, okay, and this is all it comes down to. This is it. It's not a hard question to ask. And again, like, I get so upset because people make this issue to be so much more complicated than it needs to be. Are we okay do we have a sex positive enough society to make it like, no. These questions don't matter. It's not appropriate for the platform. We're not supposed to be having conversations about what level of sexuality is appropriate to be marketed to people. That's not a fight for Twitch to have. It's not a fight for the community of Twitch to have. It's just not our battle. That's not the conversation topic here. I don't think it is, because it's supposed to be a platform for people to play video games and watch people to do video games, and I guess creative streams as well, which it kind of makes sense because it's tangential to video games, because people that compose music or do art, do emotes and stuff related to games, maybe. I don't really know. The creativity section is kind of weird there too. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this is I just wish that Twitch would just define their platform, Why can't Twitch be both? If I go to Target that sells both groceries and video games, I don't get upset. That's all I'm saying, dude. If Twitch wants to do both, that's fine. But I just don't understand why they don't just come out and say, like, guys, there are people that do content here that is definitely adult-oriented and potentially sexual in nature, but we're okay with that. That's part of what Twitch includes. If Twitch comes out with that statement, then they shut down all of the debate, and then all of the harassment is 100% the fault of the people doing it. Like, yo, why the fuck are you bullying this girl? Why are you so upset at her stream? It's part of Twitch. That's what Twitch is. Like, that's like complaining about people streaming League or people streaming Dota or people streaming party games like Smash, right? People can do whatever they want on Twitch. That's on them, But if Twitch doesn't come out and release a statement, and then in their own TOS, they've got rules saying you can't have sexually explicit material, what are people supposed to think? Like, how does anything exist healthily in here, The whole IRL section has been a shit show since the beginning. I agree. For me personally, I don't think IRL should exist on Twitch. However, that's not my call to make, because I don't own the platform. I don't get to decide what the future of Twitch is. It's not my call. It's not even our call. It's not our call. It's Amazon's call, ultimately, or the owners, whoever is managing the Twitch department, right? It's ultimately their call, which direction they want to take the platform. I just wish that they would make a decision and move in that direction, rather than leaving us all in limbo and then acting surprised when people are getting harassed for it. And again, like, I think that I'm not calling for harassment or anything, but I think most of the hate here should fall on Twitch. They need to make a decision about what to do with their platform, because until they do, people are going to continue to be harassed for it. Like when you see people like Cho getting banned for dancing or whatever, which I assume is what she got banned for, and then you ban or don't ban other, like, I don't know, dude. It could very well be that Twitch PR is retarded, but realistically, do you think there's any legitimate reason why they haven't made a statement yet? I really don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. I can't think of a possible reason why you would sit here and allow this to happen. Do you think it's possible that Twitch admins and Booby streamers are in bed together? So, I'm not going to openly speculate about that. I don't think it's relevant to the conversation, and it doesn't matter. I think that Twitch needs to make a decision about what they want to do. So, like, when I see things like this makes me very, very, very upset. One, because I don't know how much this person gets paid, and I could do their job better than them, I think. Or maybe there's a lot of behind the scenes. This is very upsetting. I've seen some pure illogical nonsense theories on Twitter/Reddit. Sub-aliens for boobs, and some of y'all might as well be this guy. You'd think people would be bored by now, but the internet's already covered everything, so we have to cycle through the same drama. Like, pornography and other sexually explicit conduct. Any content or activity involving pornography, sexual intercourse, or adult services is prohibited. Conduct involving exploitation of minors will be reported to authorities. Okay, so like, what does adult services mean? And again, I don't want to like, it's not fair for me to call out Pink Sparkles because she clearly has a pass from the site admins and I don't have the authority. Again, let me make this clear because Jesus fuck, people like the train wrecks of the world, the incel crowd, the guys that hate all fucking women because they're repulsed by them or vice versa. I don't know. I'm not taking that position, okay? If Pink Sparkles wants to do this and it's allowed on Twitch, that's A fucking plus, dude. She should do whatever the fuck she wants to do. Whatever games she's running, whatever snaps she's selling or whatever, you know, I'm told, whatever, dude. Whatever your hustle is, I'm cool with that, all right? You're not losing viewers to this, all right? That's another thing, okay? If you're a streamer, you're not fucking losing viewers to this, okay? Look at me, all right? Now, I am very fucking sexy. I understand that. I'm quite handsome, okay? My little jaw movement here, it's a quirk that's very attractive. I understand this, okay? But even me, even somebody is as close to the epitome of male physique as I am not losing viewers to Pink Sparkles, okay? So if you're one of these delusional fucking retards that's like, God, if she would just turn her stream off, all these viewers would come watch me now, okay? Shut the fuck up. You're so fucking dumb, dude. You're so wrong. You're so stupid. Just end yourself, okay? You're never gonna make it in this world. You're never gonna be a streamer if you think like this. Just fuck off, okay? Go get a fucking normal job somewhere else. You're not cut out for this, okay? Because you don't understand how markets work and you're trying to blame other people for your lack of success. So shut the fuck up, okay? Now, that being said, okay, I cannot reconcile these statements, okay? That adult services or sexually explicit content is not allowed. Come on, okay? I wouldn't be able to post this on Reddit, on any subreddit, without a not safe for work picture attached. The thing would probably get removed. It might be marked as 18 plus, but like, this is sexual content. That's what's going on right here, right? That's what we're doing, right? We've got a very attractive lady drinking. She's got her legs open. Her leg is up here. She's got a very nice leg. It looks pretty soft. It looks nice. She's got her big old boobs out here. They look very nice. They look soft. We can do tier 3 subs for Snap, sub tier 3 for Snapchat. Include your name in the message. We've got squats for subs. This is a sexual stream, period. That's what this is. We're selling sex here. Now, again, please let me be fucking clear, okay? Please let me be clear. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this stream. If you want to go and sell sex, you're totally A-okay to do so. And congratulations, knock yourself out. You should make money doing it. That's fucking awesome, okay? I have no problem with people that do this, okay? The problem, though, is that I didn't think this was supposed to be on Twitch. And then I would say that, like, I guess I don't watch as much of ST Peach's stream, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty comparable, right? Can't you sub to her for Snapchat access? And I think she does like squats and shit on stream as well. Destiny, read the next sentence of the adult content one. Conduct involving exploitation of minors will be reported to authority. I don't care about this. It doesn't matter. Her stream is marked as 18 plus, so I meant the nudity. Nudity and conduct involving overtly sexual behavior and or attire are prohibited. Oh, well, yeah, then I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't understand then. I'm sorry, I didn't even read that sentence. It just doesn't make any sense to me. This isn't overtly sexual attire or behavior? Like, what is then? Do you literally have to fuck somebody on stream? Or do you literally have to, like, show your vagger or your dicker?
Is there anything you can't do?
It has nothing to do with culture. It has to do with profit. You know this. There's no reason Twitch as a company would ban boob streamers if they provide a significant amount of revenue.
Well, but then they accept that then that's Twitch's bargain then. If they want to say that, that's fine. Then at least the statement should come out like, hey, by the way, we just want to let you guys know that we're not going to clarify any of these rules, and we understand that you're going to harass the fuck out of a lot of our streamers because they seem to violate some of our TOS, but we're never going to shed any additional light on the matter. If they want to put that statement out, that's essentially what they're doing right now, right? The official stance of Twitch right now is we are not going to clarify any of our TOS, and we're going to tacitly, I guess, encourage people to harass streamers that use our platform. That's essentially what the official Twitch platform is now. And it's just really, really, really frustrating to see it happen. Oh, I'm sorry. So, Jesse made a little statement or whatever. There is zero evidence to support a person who watches one streamer would instead watch you if their favorite didn't exist. This is true. Streaming is a personality-based business. This is true. While a search for a game might be the gateway, it's the personality streamer that keeps them. That's partially true, yeah. People are drawn to people they enjoy, sure. Secondly, don't shame women or anyone for that matter for streaming the way they want. Sure, unless they violate the TOS. It's the entertainment business and audiences enjoy different things. Yeah, like pornographic content. Don't hate someone's hustle. Well, unless that hustle isn't allowed on your platform. Don't put your stigmas on others. Lastly, this whole thing reeks of insecurity. I agree with that. If you think your audience is being stolen, if you feel you aren't as big as you should be, it's not a woman's fault. That's true. Look in the mirror, figure out what works for you. Sure. End of the day, this isn't about attractive women showing cleavage. It's about the fear some have that they're failing and looking to blame anyone themselves. Somewhat, but no, I think it's Twitch's problem. I think you can file legitimate complaints here. I think you can be legitimately irritated that Twitch has this in their TOS and doesn't do anything about it. Yeah. How is this an actual statement from Twitch? It's not, is it? Wait, I don't think Jesse Cox works at Twitch, does he?
Maybe Amazon doesn't want to anger advertisers by explicitly allowing 18+ content.
Destiny, you could argue all streamers work at Twitch. No, not really. You can't really argue that. That's not true. If you were in Twitch's position, what decision would you make? You should talk about sponsors. Well, that's a different thing. I really don't care what decision they make. It's up to them to make whatever decision they want. For me, personally, I don't like the whole IRL section, okay? I think that all of the IRL shit is toxic as fuck. I think most of those streams, or at least everything I see posted to live stream fail, which is a big selection bias. It's possible a lot of IRL streams are really wholesome or fine. That CJ Ride dude seems to be okay or whatever. But even the people that are okay and aren't toxic, it just doesn't seem like a platform that should be, or Twitch doesn't seem like a platform that should be for that. I mean, I guess it can be if you want. It just seems kind of weird. Like, there could be like a cool guy that he goes out and he eats and shit, and people like hang out with him, but why on Twitch? Like, I thought it was like Twitch was like a gaming thing, you know? What would you consider your debates, not IRL? If so, what would you do if they got rid of IRL? I mean, like, if they told me that, like, hey, political debates aren't really something that we can do on Twitch, yeah, I'd be okay with moving that off there. So, this kind of gets into, like, some finer points about stuff that you may or may not disagree with. I guess, let me make this statement very clear. If Twitch were to say, like, we're going to hardcore focus our stuff on, like, gamer culture or whatever, I would be totally cool with that. And they said, like, you're not allowed to do, like political debates, that's fine. I would just do it on YouTube or on Periscope or whatever, right? I don't have a problem with that. Probably on YouTube I would do it. But the problem is that, and this is one of the reasons why I don't like the sexual content, and it's not because I don't like sexual content, because I fucking love sexual content, okay? I absolutely love sexual content. The JWP, what's up? JWP, if you have anyone on the PR team or the admin team, oh man, dude, get them on and I'll do a debate with them. Anybody from Twitch, as long as I won't get banned for it. JWP, go find somebody and I'll do it. Because I think that Twitch is totally indefensible here, JWP. Fucking find him. Get me a Twitch admin. The problem is just that, like, sexual content just carries with it a much different weight than other types of content. So, like, let me give you like an example, okay? Let me give you an example. If I have sponsorships, or if you're talking about advertising, and somebody was thinking of Twitch, and the first thing that popped in to their head was like, oh, Twitch is a video game site. Like, okay, you know, sometimes people do political stuff or whatever. Okay, sometimes, you know, like there's art or creative stuff. Like, okay, you know, sometimes there's, you know, music related stuff. Okay, like that's okay. The political stuff can get dicey if you like lean really extremely. I can understand that. But as soon as you say that Twitch, isn't that the site that does like the kind of like the softcore porn stuff? Now you're in a whole different basket of advertisers. The advertisement deals and the sponsorships that are available to you as somebody that is not pornographic versus somebody that is pornographic are two very, very, very different baskets that you have to choose from. And if Twitch's association with booby streamers becomes big enough, that is a potential thing you could run into. However, we're really, really far from that. That would be like quite down the line before we actually get to that state. Just to put that out there. But the political stuff can be dicey too. I mean, you're seeing on YouTube a ton of people have gotten demonetized for hating brown people and shit. So, I mean... Would you consider cleavage pornographic? No. And this is, again, I'll make this delineation again, okay? If you want to stream... If Pink Sparkles, okay? Let's say we had Pink Sparkles here, okay? If Pink Sparkles was playing fucking CSGO right now, wearing this exact same outfit, I would be totally okay with that. I don't give a fuck, dude. As long as you're playing games and being like part of gamer culture, okay? Do whatever the fuck you want, okay? If you want to look hot doing it, I don't give a fuck, dude. I love boobs, okay? And if you're playing games and you're taking part in like gaming culture and whatever the fuck else you're supposed to be as part of Twitch's platform, that's totally cool.
Why don't you want to debate me? Nuzzles you and notices your bulge.
There's no way JWP donated that. Kill yourself, whoever donated that. But the problem is that what we have on this stream, this isn't really anything related to gaming. This is just selling sex. That's what we're doing, okay? I can sub at tier 3 to get access to a Snapchat of a girl that's got her leg and her boobs on display, okay? We're very clearly selling some type of sexual content here. And that's like what the main drive is. Do we have like an Instagram? I don't even know if I can look at this on stream. Like that's how we're selling sex here, right? That's essentially what's going on, you know? That's essentially what's going on. Isn't that kind of double-sided? She's currently breaking the terms of service, but if she was playing a video game while breaking the terms of service, that would be considered all good in your book. So, like, the difference is that I don't consider looking hot to be sexual behavior, okay? If you're doing something and you look hot doing it, that's fine. Even if you've got cleavage or whatever, that's fine. You should be able to look as hot as you fucking want. But when the goal is selling sex, right? When the goal is like, I want somebody watching my stream to be masturbating, that's a lot different, you know? People are talking about like her sub counter being fake. I don't give a fuck about that. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now.
Nobody cares. Let's go in the bathroom
Proud
and
supporter
they'll
of the
sub to my
Arcane
channel.
Dream.
Please interview Brittany Venti. She is currently discussing people about titty streamers.
I am not a part of the debates. Look,
Why is it
I
whenever
will leave
people
all
talk
the
about
debating to
booby
Destiny,
streamers,
okay?
they
I
talk
will
about
not get
Pink
involved. I
Sparkles
will not
and...
because I'm too stupid, you understand?
Not Greek.
Alright.
His tits are at least twice as big.
Great, your fan base is part of the problem here, so fuck you too, okay? I don't know if you said it exactly. I would have to go and find your statements on it. But I know that you're an ISIS fan. You're hella fucking toxic. What if Twitch is using the titty streamer such constant controversy to gain exposure while knowing that most guys who haven't heard of Twitch and see a YouTube video about Twitch titty streamers might come to the site for tits and get drawn into the games?
I feel like a lot of dudes get angry that hot girls are invading their space and making money doing so.
Oh, about using booby streamers to lure girls in? So the problem is that right now, Twitch's policy implicitly encourages harassment of female streamers. That is the problem right now that, in my opinion, Twitch has a moral obligation to address. And that isn't like they can choose whether to address it or not. That's like Twitch has a moral obligation to do something about that. But they don't for some reason. Jesus fuck, Madden King. Destiny, the problem streamers have currently with Twitch isn't the girls themselves, it's a selective few who use objectification, themselves, it's a select, what? Oh, to get channels banned. Trainwrecks got banned before the 5-day ban for 24 hours because he was comparing two actresses and trying to determine which one was hot. Why is it allowed for Twitch to ban people talking about such topics, but for females to stream these exact same things? I have no idea. I don't know. It's like really inconsistent. In what ways would you believe Twitch can rectify this? So, am I gonna have to keep repeating myself as new people come in? So, if you missed what I said earlier, this is what Twitch needs to do. Full stop, okay? Like, they need to do this, and there's no excuse not to. Twitch needs to come out and they need to say one of two things, okay? You and me and everybody watching, we have no say over this, really, okay? It's Twitch's decision to make. Twitch has to say either A, this is a platform that is dedicated to gaming and maybe creative stuff, and we're going to refocus on that, okay? We're going to, you know, redo our rules. We're going to be more consistent with the application of the rules and dedicated to gaming and maybe creative, and that's what we do going forward, so the Booby streamers disappear, because we actually enforce our TOS. Or two, they say, hey, we are opening Twitch up to a multitude of new kinds of content, and the people that you feel are more sexually explicit actually fall within what we consider to be acceptable content at Twitch, okay? And we're going to reform our rules a little bit to make that clear. And then if Twitch does that, then the argument is over. Now, you can sit there and say, well, it shouldn't be that way, but now it's a different discussion, okay? Because right now, you can totally... I'm not saying you should harass streamers, but it's understandable right now that sexually explicit streamers are going to be harassed because there seems to be a contradiction in Twitch's rules, right? That the expectation has been fucked. Because when you go to Twitch and you see those like booby streamers, it's pretty obvious. Like, it's not really right, but it's pretty obvious that people are going to like start harassing others because of their perceptions about them breaking the rules, you know? How are they being harassed? I mean, look at live stream fails. I mean, people like post pretty fucked up shit. Or look at like train wrecks. I mean, I guess we can like go through some of these threads. I haven't read this, so I don't know if there's going to be good comments in here or not. Okay, if you've seen this picture, by the way, this picture is doctored. I'm pretty sure this is This is a screenshot that somebody took of their follow list. It's not like an actual front page picture.
Do you think they lack a manager with the backbone to say this is what we are doing? It seems all the staff have conflicting interests and opinions which could cause them to not release a statement.
I don't know. I don't know why they don't release an official statement on this. Not sure if it's been said, but Trainwreck isn't anti-women. His main gripe is he makes fun of women that complain about being objectified like ST Peach when they dress provocatively. No. Trainwreck is like a fucking, like a red-pilled, super red-pilled, like hates women kind of dude. Whether he sees it that... Where is the Trainwreck speech? This speech was so fucking stupid in so many different ways, and it's part of the reason why it's so difficult to talk about this, because if I come on and I say, as I truly believe, that the IRL booby streaming stuff probably shouldn't exist as it does right now on Twitch, I have to worry about dipshits like Trainwrecks coming on and like taking my side, because I'm pretty sure Trainwrecks like, does anybody have a link to this speech? Like, Destiny, he said he was being ironic? Oh, well, then I don't fucking know. I can't tell with that dude. Never mind. White Knight Destiny? I'm not white knighting. Where? Find me the link of his speech. Go. Give me the link.
I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of all the bullshit happening in this community. This used to be a goddamn community of gamers, nerds, kids that got bullied, kids that got fucked with, kids that resorted to the gaming world because the real world was too fucking hard,
Okay, listen, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If you want to use games as an escape or some shit, that's cool, but it kind of sounds like to me what you need here is a fucking counselor. If you come onto Twitch because you're like literally crying because there's shit that you can't deal with in real life, and your mind is so fucked that you need to like escape to like the world of Twitch, and you come on and you see a booby streamer, it's like, oh, my whole fucking life is falling apart, oh, like you have other problems where you need to go and fucking talk to somebody, okay? Because you're not going to find whatever help you need in a community full of autistic fucking raging 12-year-olds. You're not going to get the type of support or mental assistance that you need is not going to be found on twitch.tv chat spamming tryhard every time a rap song comes on. All right, this is not the community for you. All right, Destiny, this is, everybody is saying it's a joke or satire, but people are saying you stood by it later. I don't actually know. I can't tell. I can never tell because people will say things more extreme to this. Destiny, he apologized. Well, of course he did, because he got fucking banned for it. When you're too much of an autistic fucking neckbeard to realize that he was memeing, yeah, except people like you don't say it as memes. Except you guys are literally fucking are you gonna tell me that this thing has fucking 1,000 plus comments because everybody in here is memeing? Like, because everybody in here is just memes, my dude? Is he new to Reddit? It's all memes. Nice meme, dude. Get banned. I love banning Twitch Turbo. I love it. If you're a Twitch Turbo user, oh, just talk shit. Because I fucking, dude, I get, do you hear that? Do you ever hear that? Have you ever listening to the stream and it's totally quiet and you hear this? Or no, it's more like this. You hear that? Do you hear that? That's the sound of the blood pumping through my dick every time I ban a Twitch Turbo user that thinks they're not going to get banned in my chat for talking shit. It throbs against the desk every single time. Ah, keep doing it. Fucking idiots. That's a conversation that's too complicated for the average fucking viewer to have, because most of your guys' views on like sexuality and shit are so insanely fucking immature that I would kill myself. I would grab a rope, I would tie it to my fucking ceiling, and I would jump off my desk multiple times until my neck fucking broke. Alright? Before I would ever have that conversation with a Twitch chatter. I'm sorry. It is a very, 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 very complicated topic. On one hand, girls that do the highly sexualized streaming do make it more difficult for women that don't. That is an undeniable fact. However, the reasons why they make it harder for other women are probably reasons rooted in misogynistic thinking. Just because you see a girl do one thing doesn't mean you should expect every other girl to do the same. That's some bullshit. So, I mean, that's a really difficult topic to navigate intelligently. Destiny, but you're talking about expectations. If hypothetically the majority of big girl streamers are booby streamers, wouldn't that set the precedence that if you're coming to Twitch to watch a female, it's most likely a booby streamer? Yeah, possibly. Sure. It's a really complicated question, right? It's really, really, really complicated. There's a lot of nuance that you would have to answer. Would I ever date a booby streamer? You know, before I said that I would never date anybody that worked in this industry, because I don't like the drama, so I don't bang or date anybody that like exists in the streaming world, because it seems like a ton of drama. But I don't know, I've thought about that recently. I actually just recently swore off dating. I said that I would never date again. I'm going full MGTOW in my life, and I have sworn off relationships. But if I had the chance to date somebody that could like hardcore advance my career, I might do it. I don't know. I'd think about it. It would be like a professional relationship. So maybe. Do you think you are overstating the scale of this issue because you browse livestream fail, an absolutely cancerous place that is obsessed with these issues? Yeah, of course. There's definitely a degree of selection bias that exists. For instance, people would have you believe that the entire IRL section is constantly full of booby streamers. If you go and look at it normally, it's probably not normally like that. You're bigger than most female streamers? Yeah, but there's a lot of women that have way bigger YouTube followings and shit. Get your hand off your face. Don't put your hand on your face a lot. That's a bad habit. I should break that habit. Your face is beautiful, guys. Let people see it. Or unless your face is really ugly, then cover it up all the time.
Is it? Did I miss giving a drink? Is it giving them?
I'm just a poser. I'm a fake slut.
Please, love, the Femerant's here.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube?
Like, it becomes so hard to regulate this stuff. But, like, we're selling sex here. That's what's going on here, right? Oh, this is Amaranth? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even realize who I was clicking on. Yeah, Amaranth sells sex, right? That's what we're selling here, essentially. Everything else is kind of secondary to that. Fuck, I mean, that's what's going on, right? I don't, like... I don't feel like even safe opening this on stream. Like, I don't even know if I can do it. And this is one link off of the Twitch page. It's just one link off. Yeah, I don't know. And then we're selling like Snapchat access and shit. Like, why? Being a woman is selling sex? No, that is not at all what I just said. And you're, wait, I banned the wrong person, sorry. Fuck off. Click Patreon. Holy shit. Yeah. Well, I think I can show it because it's censored, right? If I get banned for showing something that's one click off of a Twitch page, like, come on, really? Like, we're selling sex here. That's essentially what's going on, right? I hate having these conversations because I don't think my statements are interpreted responsibly by most people listening. So I don't like to talk about it. One of the things that kind of sucks is that, like, that statement, what you just said, like, Twitch isn't going to ban the most popular category for female streamers, but it's like, what kind of a message is that? If I go on Twitch and I look at male streamers, look at the differences, okay? You've got people that do wholesome gaming content, like is it Cone Carnage or Dan's Gaming or whatever? People that just are like, you there for a good time and it's pretty cool. You've got like a little bit more mature, like the who is the cokehead guy? I forgot his fucking name. Man vs. Game? Like, that dude does, like, you know, you do like really good gaming content. You go and you watch it, variety gaming, that stuff is cool. You've got people that do, like Tyler or me, people that are like, you know, really edgy, really screamy or whatever, kind of humorous content. There's like a wide variety in like guy content that's really successful. If you look at, but if you want to be like the biggest woman streamer on Twitch, what are you?
Hi.
What are you doing? This is like what you have to do to make it. And now, again, like, that's not really a fair burden to place on these people, right? So, like, I'm sorry, I have to talk, again, I hate having these conversations because most of you guys that are hearing these are fucking retarded. Most of you listening right now are fucking retards, okay? The problem, though, so you have to understand what's problematic with what I just said, okay? The problem is that I'm essentially saying that a girl comes to a site and become popular, but she shouldn't be allowed to be popular like that because she's a girl, right? This is why everything is like a two-edged sword, you know? Like, well, okay, all of the female streamers that are really popular are booby streamers. However, just because they're a girl, they shouldn't be allowed to do it because this is what most girls are on Twitch. Like, that's not really a fair statement to say as well, you know? Hafu is like the one standout, like, really successful streamer that doesn't do any sexual content at all. And Pokemon. I mean, like, I mean, she obviously looks adorable or whatever, but like, Pokemon doesn't. I don't think Pokemon gets anywhere near the level that these people are.
Is this really the booby streamer problem, or a misogynist virgin problem that is taking over the internet?
Yeah, I guess Lily counts as a streamer now too, since she's actually been streaming more than 2 hours a day. Dex Bonus or Dodger, do they stream a lot? I feel like you could draw like a pretty easy line at selling Snapchats. I feel like Snapchats aren't really like an appropriate thing that you should be selling access to. That just seems very, 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 very strange to me. That like, as soon as, like, that's like a big indicator for me. Like, if somebody is selling Snapchat access, it feels like something that probably denotes like pretty hardcore sexual content, you know?
What I have a problem with is the disingenuous denial by these streamers and the resulting criticism of said streamers, resulting in penalties simply for raising the issue, and equating criticism to hate speech, which is a huge distinction from critique.
You can make the comparison of new female streamers feeling like they have to become booby streamers the same way in professional sports athletes feel like they have to take performance-enhancing drugs to be on the level playing field. Maybe. But the problem is that, like, a lot of you guys do legitimately do like hate speech. A lot of you guys are fucking crazy, dude. Holy shit. This is why I'm never publicly critical of these people. I have to be really careful because I have to be so nuanced, because most of you guys are like, a lot of you people in my chat now legitimately like fucking hate women and like want gaming to be only a boys thing, and you don't want any girls involved in it at all because it like makes you scared or whatever, or your willies get big and you don't know what's happening and you're really confused, and mom and dad are at work so you can't ask them questions about what's going on with your body, and there's a lot of strange changes that are going on in your life, and when you play video games at school with all your guy friends, there aren't any girls there, and you have your big no girls allowed sign on your classrooms when you go in after school to play Xbox and stuff, and you don't want any of that. Like, there are like a lot of you guys in chat that are like that. I know that. I'm aware of that. So it's like, I have to be really, really, really careful with these conversations, because holy shit, reading the livestream fails threads, or like the Ice Poseidon threads, or Greek God, or Mitch Jones threads on their subreddits, because I read a lot of them, is holy fucking cancerous. Oh my god. Holy shit, it's so cancerous.
Destiny Boob Job donation drive starts now.
Yeah.
$5 reduced to start. Love you, buddy.